Houston has always been a powerhouse city in Texas. An article written by Patrick Jankowski with the Houston Report estimates that by the year 2020, the Houston metro area will have an overwhelming population of 7.1 million people, ranking the third in overall population growth in the United States. Could you imagine going to work and having that many people driving along with you? At one point or another, everyone has been forced to battle Houston traffic. With an ever-increasing population, there is an increasing need for public transportation. If more people utilize the available public transportation in the area, then there will be a decrease in cars driving during commuting hours. I've been driving through Houston for many years. I go out of town very often and have tried various ways to avoid getting stuck in traffic. But with the amount of daily commuters, it's almost impossible. Our group has been working for a couple of weeks to research information about Houston's public transportation system. Today, we're going to discuss the problem with the public transportation in Houston, then offer two solutions, including companies offering incentives to help encourage their employees to use public transportation and to set up a new park and ride further south of the Bay Area Boulevard location.
First, let's discuss the problem with public transportation in Houston. Public transportation in Houston, especially the Metropolitan Transit Authority of Harris County, has a list of things to choose from that would increase resident use. A key problem to increasing the use of public transportation arises from the fact that people like to be in control of their own vehicles. They also are just used to driving their own cars. Using Metro or merely carpooling with other coworkers would be a dramatic change for them. Gail DeLauder with Houston Public Media did an interview regarding why Houston area residents drive their own vehicles instead of using public transportation with Veronica Baxter Lamb, who is a transportation program coordinator for the Houston-Galveston Area Council. Baxter Lamb states that, unlike other parts of the country, it's just something people in Texas are used to doing. People don't see the benefit to using public transportation. A huge fix to this part of the problem would be incentivizing employers to encourage and or help their employees offset the cost of using public transportation. Second, the furthest park and ride south of Houston is only at Bay Area Boulevard. As Bay Area Boulevard is only exit 26 on I-45, there are at least 26 more miles of intersections on I-45 where another park and ride could be located between Houston and Galveston. As Catherine Whaley explains in her analysis of growing population and the traffic trends pertaining thereto, the Houston-Galveston Area Council says that if traffic trends continue, from 2018 to 2045, the commute from Galveston to Houston would go from 67 minutes to 81 minutes. Therefore, it would benefit the greater Houston area and those commuting from anywhere south of exits surrounding Bay Area Boulevard to have another park and ride further south, such as at the intersection of I-45 and 1764.
Now that we talked about the problem, I'm going to present our first solution. Companies can give incentives to help and encourage their employees to use public transportation. Metro offers different methods of transportation that employers can use for the employees. Metro Star is a method that employers can use that will benefit the company and the employees. Benefits of using Metro Star are arriving on time to work, reduce drive time stress, and ease congestion on the road and company's parking lot. A benefit for the company is that they will be able to recruit workers from farther areas. According to Ride Metro, the employer and the employees can have tax benefits, companies can reduce the cost in their payroll taxes, and employees can benefit of tax-free commuter assistance. The 1998 amendment of the Transportation Equity Act created financial incentives up to a limit of $260 per employee per month. An incentive that will help to ease traffic is employers can give their employees parking cash out, meaning that employers will pay for the parking space in the form of a taxable salary or a tax-free transportation benefit. This will help reduce the amount of traffic in the heavy traffic areas. If companies start offering these options to their employees, it will highly reduce the traffic congestion around Houston areas and encourage employees to use public transportation. The city of Houston can implement a program or app to help encourage employers and employees to use public transportation, like the app Incentive that encourages riders to choose more environmentally and friendly routes and receive monetary rewards. This means choosing public transportation rather than driving your own vehicle will give you more money in return. If more people choose to use public transportation, it will have most congested areas in Houston.
While incentivizing both companies to help in encouraging their employees and the employees themselves to use public transportation is a good start, it would also be very beneficial to set up a new park and ride further south at the Bay Area Boulevard location. It would benefit residents from a number of more southern cities for Metro to set up another park and ride location at the Gulf Greyhound Park or another spot around exit 16 for 1764 off of I-45. It would just be another stop along the Gulf Corridor park and ride system. Per Metro's website, they already have a park and ride as far north as Conroe, which is 45 miles from the main transit center that route goes to. The furthest south park and ride that is currently in use is the Bay Area Park and Ride, which is only 19 miles to the main transit center it goes to. A new location at the 1764 exit is only 30 miles from the Eastwood Transit Center that the Gulf Corridor system is already using. Adding this onto that system would only add roughly 10 or 15 minutes more to travel times. With Metro estimating 55 minutes to and from downtown on the Conroe Park and Ride bus and 45 minutes to and from downtown on the Bay Area Transit location, adding 10 or 15 minutes to the latter would make it roughly equal to the Conroe bus system, so it only makes sense. It's only fair then to add this stop so that cities like Santa Fe, Hitchcock, Lamarck, and Texas City have easier access to the Metro Park and Ride system.
In conclusion, we have explained the problem with public transportation in the greater Houston area and provided 2 solutions for Houston to have better transportation. First, to offer incentives to help and encourage their employees to use public transportation. Second, to set up a park and ride further south of the Bay Area Boulevard location. Houston is home to over millions of people, many of which have to transport to their jobs, homes, and other places within the Houston area. The amount of cars out in the streets and freeways causes tremendous traffic, especially during rush hour. This can be such a hassle. People should be just able to get to their destinations without fearing Houston traffic. There are several initiatives to petition the United States Department of Labor to start giving more employees the benefit of MetroStar. Texas Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn should hear about creating a new park and ride. Contact their campaign office by calling their number, use social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook, and create groups to attract more attention to our representatives. Make a tweet and tag them. If we want to change in our community, we need to be heard. One person is enough to make a change. With Houston's population, people start speaking up. Our life is